Good afternoon and welcome to CROW LAX TV. My name is Keenan and I'm bringing you all the action tonight for the Beaumont Outlaws final home season of the season against the Fort Saskatchewan Rebels. Coming into today's game, Fort Saskatchewan sitting 13-4-0 on the season, good enough for second in the North. Still hunting down the Edmonton Warriors, not far behind now. Warriors sitting first in 14-3-0. Beaumont Outlaws 6-11-0. They're looking to retain third over the St. Albert Crude. And a single point on the season can do it. Getting ready for the opening draw here in your opening dot. Today, number 55 for the Rebels. Fraser Barrett, and number 23, Lane Wedman for the Outlaws. We are now underway. Rebels take the opening draw, run in by Ethan Peterson, passes it off. Going on transition, now number 19, Josh Fodchuk at the top of the zone. Fodchuk looking to cut in, gets a shot off, goes a little bit wide. Loose ball, picked up by the Outlaws. Now being run down by Weatherby. Weatherby looking for some help. He tried to get some there in long. Went a little past long stick, and the Rebels are going to pick it back up. 4-on-1 as Nolan Eastwood runs it in. He cuts back and finally gets a pass off to the top of the zone of Peterson. Peterson down low. And a shot from Jackson Baker. And an easy save from starting goaltender Caleb Dorland for the Outlaws. In net for the Rebels, number 92, Hunter Lukoweski. Outlaws working it at the top of the zone. Pass off on the far side boards. Looking to get some help. Finally gets a shot off Kai Lee. Right into the stick of Lukoweski. Lukoweski passes it off to his defender, far side boards. Being slowly run up by Ben Renault. Renault passing off to Simonson. Calix Simonson. Covered right now by Brett Murray. Rebels, a little passing play on the outside. 7 seconds on their shot clock. They've got to make a play fast here. Gets a shot off. Not good enough to reset the shot clock. And the Outlaws are going to get it on a shot clock violation. Outlaws passing it up on the far side. Brought into the zone by Preston Stewart. Stewart to Lee. Lee passes off. Now on the stick of Long. Long, close side boards. Passing around. Pass back to him, went over his stick. Loose ball right now, close corner, picked up by Long. 5 seconds on the shot clock, ball loose again. Rebels going to pick it up, number 71, Riley Longmire. Longmire going for a change off, makes pass over to Peterson. Bobbles it a little bit, but retains possession. Cuts back around, looked for a passing lane, got it off to Lowe. Lowe passes it down, Lowe shot and scores. Ethan Peterson, Rebels first on the board. Just under 2.5 minutes into this game. Ethan Peterson making nice work of that quick pass. Keeping the Rebels up early. Rebels have the most goals for of any team in the North this year. The Rebels 206 goals for. Next closest is the Warriors at 198. And a quick breakaway opportunity for Peterson goes over the net. Rebels retain possession, passing it around the outside. McCallion with it now. McCallion make it pass to Peterson. Peterson trying to get around. Tried to go to Fodchuk, who is nicely blocked by one of the Outlaws. Outlaws in their last game knocking off the Warriors in a dominant effort. A little bit of pushing and shoving now after the whistle. Going to be 2-on-1 here. It's Nolan Eastwood. The pass cut there by Seth McKenzie of the Rebels. Lets the offense get a change back on. He's looking for someone. He ends up finding Simonson trying to cut in, but it bounced out of his stick. Loose ball right now, Eastwood. Trying to make himself known, but through 3 defenders. The shot there from McCallion hits the shoulder of Dorland. The Outlaws come up with it. The cut pass again from the Rebels, a shot down low and scores! Nolan Eastwood puts them up 2-0 early in this game. The forechecking for the Rebels pays off. The nice goal from Nolan Eastwood. Rebels gonna win the ensuing face-off. And a bit of a 2-on-1 opportunity there. Nice passing play from Albrecht to Peterson. And Dorland dropping low makes the save. Outlaws bringing it in. Ben Hobday. Hobday with a pass off to Sika. Sika looking to get around. Covered by 3 different Rebels defenders. And a long shot from Connor Turner. And Lukaweski makes the save. Knocked down of Jackson Baker. Cheers coming from the Outlaws bench. As Preston Stewart gets that on a passing play. Brings it in on the far side boards. Passing around the outside. Finds the stick of Caden Nestor, who sends it really wide into the far side corner. Outlaws retain possession, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Got to make something happen fast. Shot down low from Hobday. Lukaweski with another save in this game. Rebels bring it in quickly. Far side. Baker looking for some help. Finds it. And a long shot from Reed Lowe. Dorland making the low pad save. Weatherby with it on the far side. Passing it to Sika on transition. Lee to Nestor. Nestor, little spin move trying to get around his defender. Can't make it connect. Hobday with it. Hobday, rocket of a shot goes wide. Rebels going to pick up the loose ball. Brought in by Miller Scrimshaw. Scrimshaw with it. To Peterson. Far side boards. Just over 6 minutes gone by in the first period. Rebels up 2-0. And there's going to be a penalty coming up on the play to number 18, Ty Cook of the Outlaws. With that penalty now called, to be 2 minutes cross-checking. It's cross-checking to Ty Cook. Rebels getting the first power play opportunity of the game. Operating at a 36.73%. 36 for 98 on the season. Through 17 games. Rebels passing it around the outside to start this power play, being quarterbacked by Jackson Baker. Shot from low and a save from Dorland off his shoulder. Rebels have a fresh 30 to work with. Moving it around the outside, and Fodchuk's stick now. Back over to Lowe. The shot from Baker. And a hard block there. I believe that hit Justice Cutler of the Outlaws. Was loud. You could hear it from way up here in the stands. Outlaws have it short-handed now. Ty Lee with it. Far side. Along what would be the blue line. Outlaws moving it around the outside, trying to kill off as much of this penalty as they can. Sika with it. Sika being covered by 3 Rebels defenders. Down low to Lee. And a shot goes off the feet of Scrimshaw. As the shot clock expires and Rebels will regain possession. 40 seconds to go in this power play opportunity. 12 minutes to go in the first. Rebels passing around the outside. A shot from Fodchuk, and he scores! Fodchuk, power play goal. Rebels up 3-0. Fodchuk has made most of this trade from the Crude. Fodchuk coming over in a trade from the Crude in mid-June. And let me tell you, he has not slowed down since that trade. They're going to award face-off violation on the Rebels, so that's going to go to the Outlaws. Long, bringing it into the zone. Passing it to Lee. Lee to Hobday. Hobday to Long. Long, looking to get around. Makes a pass over to Cole Cameron. Wearing 91 tonight instead of the normal Taryn Hutchings. Connor Turner with a low shot bounced wide of the net. Fresh 30 for the Rebels. Drop pass for Lowe. As Lowe brings it in. Passed it off to McCallion. To Joma. Rebels passing around the outside. Tried to cut in, but cut off by an Outlaws player. The pass down low from Lowe into Joma's stick. Bounced out of Joma's stick. Rebels did get a fresh 30 to work with. They didn't reset the shot clock there in time. Knocked down on the play was Fodchuk by Ty Cook. Fodchuk loses his footing, tries to make a bouncing pass to Tariq Joma. Cut off by an Outlaws defender. Fodchuk trying to get a shot off. The nice defensive play from the Outlaws is now trying to make a outlet pass to Preston Stewart. Is no good. Razor Barrett being covered by Nestor. Still holds it and gets a low shot off in the pads of Dorland and into the far corner. Weatherby to Sika. Sika looking to get around Scrimshaw, backing into him. Backs out of it. Long to Hobday. Hobday to Lee. Lee with a shot. And it dribbles in. It got a part of Lukoweski, but not enough. As Lee gets this goal. 3-1 Rebels. They're going to award it immediately to the Outlaws. Picked up by Long to start it up. Long finds an open lane. Thinks better of it. Backs out. Makes a pass. To Nestor. Nestor over to Stewart. Stewart with a bit of a floater pass. Gets it back. Shot. Lukoweski's shoulder it hits. And into the far corner. Loose ball right now. 2-on-2. Was picked up for a period by Cole Cameron. Knocked loose out of his stick. Is now brought in by Carter Albrecht. Albrecht to McCallion. McCallion gets a shot. I believe it probably would have been a crease violation, but from my vantage point anyway. Outlaws with it. Far side. Sika letting everybody get a change. Passes to Nestor. Nestor back to Sika. And no goal as Hobday got it, put it in, but it was a crease violation on there. And a nice save by Dorland on McKenzie as McKenzie had a half breakaway opportunity there. Rebels making a change. Ball finds its way into Lowe's stick. Over to McCallion. McCallion now on the top of the circle. Pass down low. Shot from Lowe. Save by Dorland. Dorland's had a strong period here since letting in that third goal. So Lee gets it in the center. Covered far side by Ben Renault. Pass to Sika. Sika cuts in. Shot down low. Save from Lukoweski. Loose ball, far corner. 3-on-3. Picked up by the Outlaws. Brought around by Sika. The pass to Hobday. Hobday to Stewart. Over to Lee. Lee trying to get some help. Back to Hobday. Hobday, 12 seconds on the shot clock. Gets a shot, which goes wide. Ball bounces. And it's going to be a breakaway opportunity here for Riley Lewis. And a nice save from Dorland. As nobody could really see it and find it. And it bounced right into the path of Lewis. Outlaws passing it up the far boards. Peyton Cook goes for a change, passing to Long. Long bringing it in quick. 10 seconds. Lee gets a shot. Easy save from Lukoweski. Makes a bounce pass. The Longmire. Longmire with it. Runs it in, cuts back. Goes for a change and makes a pass to Joma. Joma takes a stick to the face. Ref's not going to call it. And a shot looked like it hit the post there. Bouncing pretty far out. As Weatherby is going to pick it up in mid-Outlaws territory. Running it up quickly on the far side. Heavily outnumbered. Decides to stop up before getting too far. Quick pass. And a shot from Turner. Saved by Lukoweski. Lukoweski looking for somebody to pass to. Finds McCallion. McCallion over to Simonson. Simonson. And a shot from Baker. Save from Dorland. Outlaws pick up the loose ball behind the net. 5 minutes to go in the first. Still 3-1 Rebels. Justice Cutler went coast to coast. Tried to make a shot. Went high. Now run in by Ethan Hackett, who's cut by about 4 Outlaws defenders. Thinks better of it. Passes to Seth McKenzie as he goes for a change. Fodchuk with it. High in the zone. Fodchuk running it up. Pass to Seth McKenzie. And McKenzie with the goal. 4-1 Rebels. 4:26 to play in the first. Rebels had a period there where Outlaws must have felt they were dominating them offensively, spent a lot of time in their zone, picking up a lot of loose balls. But the Rebels, that's one thing they're good at. They'll make you pay if you make a defensive error. Rebels with it in the zone. Looking for somewhere to go. Covered by too many people. Ends up making a pass to Josh McCallion. McCallion in the corner. Comes up, makes a shot, and save from Dorland. Outlaws on the far side. Weatherby tried to pass to Sika. Can't tell exactly what happened there, but Sika does retain possession. Hobday with it. Now in the close corner, up to Long. Long cutting in, getting a shot off, saved from Lukoweski. It bounces off the back into the roof. And it's going to be Outlaws ball. Fodchuk Running it fast up the far side. Couldn't quite get his way around Cohen Sutherland. Elects to pass it to Baker. Couple quick passing plays. It ends up in low stick. They are going to award it Outlaws ball. Finds Hobday's stick. Hobday slowly walking it in, fakes a pass, instead goes to Sika. Sika bobbles it again. And a cut pass from the Rebels. Nolan Eastwood trying to get around Sika. Might have found a way around. Shot and scores! Nolan Eastwood, his second of the game, puts the Rebels up 5-1. Nolan Eastwood gets a second goal off a second cut pass. Very impressive. Rebels making it known to the Outlaws that they are trying to get that first place from the Warriors. Outlaws win the face-off. Announced Seth McKenzie's goal wrong in the arena. Had to make a correction there. It still is Seth McKenzie's goal, just they announced the wrong name. Quick shot there from, I believe, Preston Stewart. Lukoweski makes the easy save. Loose ball. Trying to pick it up was Cole Cameron, knocked down by Alex Zorniak. Loose ball now behind the net. Zorniak picks it up. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Tries to make a pass to Kalix Simonson. And Lukoweski picks it up, directing some traffic. 5 seconds left on their shot clock. He's just going to send it deep into the territory. Give the Outlaws as much floor as they have to get it back up. Outlaws moving it around top of the circle. Cuts in. Caden Nestor tried to make a nice play. Lukoweski with the save. Got a breakaway opportunity. Shot and scores! 18, Ben Renault. Putting the Rebels up 6-1 with 1:07 to go in the first. Rebels starting to run away with it early in this game. Loose ball off the face-off, picked up by Zorniak. Makes a pass to Peterson as we are now in the final minute of play in the first. Fodchuk with it. Far side boards. Pass to Joma. Joma makes a shot save from Dorland. Picked up by the Outlaws. 40 seconds to play in the first. Run up quickly by Peyton Cook. It's a 3-on-1 opportunity. It's a shot save from Lukoweski. Loose ball. The Rebels are finally able to collapse in time, killing enough time there. Ball knocked loose out of Stewart's stick. The Rebels back checking has been amazing so far. And they are going to give a timeout to the Outlaws, or was that too many? Might have been too many men. Too many, or nope. Wow, I cannot talk today. Timeout. Helps if I say it right. Timeout from the Outlaws. With 16.5 to go in the first. The little correction from what I had said earlier. The Outlaws do not need another point. They have clinched third as they have a 3-1 series lead on the Crude. So the only standing that can really change now is the Warriors and the Rebels. Including this game, each the Warriors and Rebels have 3 games apiece left. Warriors up by 2 points. Outlaws definitely doing the Rebels a favor in that last game by knocking off the Warriors. Still 3 more games for most of these teams. Including this game, it was 3 left for the Rebels, Outlaws, and Warriors. Only 2 left for the CROW, as we are now in the final week of regular season action. So we get restarted with 16.5 to go. Outlaws net empty. Trying to cut that lead down a bit. Shot from Stewart. Lukaweski's going to try and send it down. Hits the roof. Going to be Outlaws' ball. And they're going to reset the clock. They did not stop the clock there, so they're going to give the Outlaws an extra 5 seconds to work with. Anything can happen here, 6-on-5. As they get that reset. If you have not subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe. Has been a very successful first season here on CROW LAX TV. And once the regular season is done, we will be bringing you playoff action. It's a quick shot from the Outlaws. And that kills the clock off on a save from Lukaweski. Through 20 minutes, Rebels leading 6-1. Still 40 minutes to go. Anything can happen. We've seen it before. So don't count the Outlaws out. Once again, you're watching CROW LAX TV. We'll be back after this intermission, about 10 minutes until second period action. Welcome back inside the Ken Nickel Regional Recreation Center in Beaumont, Alberta. Getting prepped for the start of the second period here between the Outlaws and the visiting Fort Saskatchewan Rebels. Through 20 minutes, 6-1, the Rebels lead. Trying to chase down the Edmonton Warriors at the top of the standings as we're in the final week of regular season action. Rebels win the opening draw of the second period. Run in by Scrimshaw, making a pass off to McCallion. McCallion, far side corner. Rebels passing it around the outside, finds its way to Fodchuk's stick, who makes a shot right into the crest of Caleb Dorland. And Outlaws going to pick up the loose rebound. Cutler stops in center, trying to pass to Sika. Sika, another missed pass. Rebels picked up the loose ball and a quick shot there. Easy pad save from Dorland. Outlaws trying to move it up quickly. Shot from Cutler. It sounded like it pinged off a post. They did get a fresh 30 to work with. Outlaws passing it around the outside. Now into the stick of Turner. Turner trying to go to Sika. Went out of his stick again. Finds its way to Lee. Lee with a shot and save from Lukaweski. Nolan Eastwood, he's on hat trick watch with 2 goals in the first. Passing to Reed Lowe. Lowe, far side. Back to Peterson. Peterson passing around, tried to find Seth McKenzie. And a cut pass from the Outlaws. And Eastwood getting a shot and a save. Eastwood looking for his hat trick goal on 3 cut passes. That would be an interesting feat for him to reach today. A pass to Stewart. Couldn't connect. Rebels pick it up, and a shot from Lowe is good. Rebels now up 7-1 with just over 2 minutes gone by in the second. Outlaws winning the ensuing draw. Knocked down at the whistle by Carter Albrecht was Lane Wedman. Rebels on the outside. Pass down low. No good. Trying to pick up by Albrecht. He does. Ducks through 2 defenders. Ball was knocked loose. It has a half break opportunity for Goudreau. Knocked down, still gets a shot off. The Rebels pick it up. Rebels moving it through the center. A quick pass to Peterson. Peterson passes off. And a hard rocket of a shot there from Fraser Barrett. Couldn't make out the number for a minute there. Went wide. Outlaws now with it, running it up quickly. Coast to coast, Peyton Cook cuts that lead down. It is now a 7-2 lead for the Rebels. This could be the start of the Outlaws' comeback. They're going to try and slowly chip away at it. Reed Lowe didn't do them any favors by adding another goal to the Rebels total. Face-off won by Lane Wedman. Wedman knocked down. Outlaws bench wanting a hit from behind penalty. may have had a case for it, but no call forthcoming. Behind the back shot from Cole Cameron. Picked up by Alex Zorniak. And the Rebels get a quick passing and goal from Miller Scrimshaw. To be honest, I lost the ball for a minute there. That was an interesting quick passing play. But Miller Scrimshaw finds the back of the net. 8-2 Rebels. 4 minutes on the dot gone by in the second. Rebels dominating this effort. Outlaws. Lane Wedman trying to direct some traffic to try and get them a quick shot opportunity. Doesn't work in their favor. Instead, it has an awkward bounce that finds its way past Dorland. Dorland's going to want that one back. It looks like it might be awarded to Peterson there. I can't tell who they're awarding that one to. We'll see who they award it to on the announcement. And Outlaws are going to call a timeout here. Understandably so. You're now down 9-2. Some other stats coming into tonight's game. Outlaws operating at a 30.17 power play percent on the season, 35 for 116. They've had the most power play opportunities of any team in the North. Next closest is the CROW at 103 power play opportunities. Well, the CROW have 103 power play opportunities. They've also taken a lot of penalties, leading the North in penalty minutes taken at 474. Outlaws, on the other hand, the most disciplined team in the North, 344 penalty minutes over the course of the season. Getting a little mop up here just in front of the Outlaws bench. Rebels with a interesting setup. Very unconventional setup off the draw. Still have not gotten word on who scored, who they're awarding that goal to. They haven't put it up on the board either. Just kind of interesting. Let's see, it looks like they're going to award something here now. They're awarding the goal to Fraser Barrett, number 55 for the Rebels. Outlaws passing it around the outside. Down by 7. 2 seconds on their shot clock. It expires. Outlaws ball. Rebels ball now. Rebels going to get restarted behind their own net. Going to be Alex Zorniak starting it up. Quick pass over to Baker. Subsequently passes to Lowe. Lowe back up top. Passing around, a shot from McCallion as he dives for it. No good. Carried along the far side now by Ty Cook. Cook bouncing past to Turner. Turner gets a shot, save from Lukoweski. Loose ball bounces all the way into neutral territory. Finally picked up in Outlaws zone by Reed Lowe. Lowe pass back to Kalix Simonson, whose shot goes high. And pushing and shoving now. Weatherby and Simonson. We're going to have something here. Referee getting in the middle of it, trying to break it up. They're still chirping each other. We'll see if anything comes of that a little later in Weatherby and Simonson. Might be awarding 2 minutes each. That's exactly what they're doing. Having a little discussion on what they're going to give them. See if it's unsportsmanlike, see if it's roughing. Fort Saskatchewan, 451 penalty minutes taken. It'll be 2 minutes roughing apiece. We're going to play a bit of 4-on-4 action. Four on four for the next 2 minutes. As Weatherby and Simonson both are off for 2 minutes roughing each. Just getting the penalties up on the board. That is the delay we are currently experiencing right now. And I apologize, that is not 2 minutes each. See what they're announcing it here. Simonson's taking 5 for roughing, whereas Weatherby's only taking 2. A 2 and a 5, interesting combination there. So the Outlaws will have a 3-minute power play coming out of this. Rebels with it around the outside. There's still some music playing here in the arena. I don't know if they noticed that right now. Outlaws moving it through the middle is Rogalski. Rogalski, quick pass to Cameron. Music's finally shut off now. Loose ball now behind the Rebels net. 3-on-2. Still a loose ball. There's 1 minute gone by in the penalties. Finally picked up by the Rebels. Moving it in. Zorniak had an open chance. Outlaws moving around the outside. Stewart. Breakaway opportunity off the pad of Lukaweski. Picked up now by Renault. Far side boards. Holds it and waits for reinforcements. Waits for a couple changes. Passes off so he can go for one himself. Passing around. Shot from Peterson. Save from Dorland. This Outlaws pick it up. A long, quick pass. Tried to go to Ty Cook off the backboard. Cook running it towards center to Stewart. Outlaws now on a 3-minute power play opportunity as the penalty to Weatherby expires. Shot down low off the back into the roof. They're going to award it to the Rebels. Scrimshaw. Bounce pass to Barrett. Fraser Barrett gets around his man. Makes a shot. Goes wide. Still picked up by the Rebels. Peterson. Passing down. Peterson gains it back. Trying to go in for a diving play. Loose ball violation. Going to be awarded to the Rebels. Reminder, Rebels are currently shorthanded for the next 2:15. As much time as they spend down here, that's a win for the Rebels coaching staff. Killing time off the clock as Fraser Barrett covered by Brett Murray. Ball finally knocked loose and picked up by Rogalski on the close corner in Outlaws territory. Makes a pass to Murray. Murray to Lee. Lee gets it back. Hobday and Lee passing it back and forth. Back to Lee to Hobday. Hobday trying to go down low. 3 Rebels defenders were in the way of that passing opportunity. Rebels pick it up. Quickly run in by Renault. Renault cutting, trying to get through some defenders. Makes a bounce pass over to Joma. I believe Joma. Nope, that is my mistake. That is Tyson Lewis. Only saw the 8. Rebels still with it. Around the outside of the circle, 7 seconds on their shot clock. McCallion, shot and save by Dorland. Outlaws pick it up. It's Jacob Goudreau. Goudreau with it. Being covered by Nolan Eastwood. Finds its way to Hobday. 40 seconds left on this power play opportunity for the Outlaws. Again, Outlaws, 35 for 116, 30.17% on the season. Rebels Nolan Eastwood with it on the far side. Trying to get around Peyton Cook. Cook drives him hard into the boards. Finds his way around him, though. Floater pass to Fodchuk. Went wide. Fodchuk found it. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Rebels trying to go for a one-time opportunity. No good. Nestor. Bringing it in. Top of the circle. Pass to Lee. Gets cut by the Rebels once again. Seth McKenzie. A long bouncing pass. And a shot from Simonson. Fresh out of the box. Outlaws can't capitalize on that power play. They have it now. 5-on-5. Long. Trying to pass it down low. Went into the pads of Lukaweski. Vodchuk with it. Outlaws close corner. Gets it back. Tries to get around. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Drops down. Knocked down. Knocked down again. Loose ball. Peterson picks it up. Makes a quick shot. Easy stick save from Dorland. Dorland looking who to pass to. And a cut pass again by the Rebels. This time Reed Lowe. And the Outlaws cut it back. Stewart to Lee. Tried to go to Hobday. Solid forechecking and back-checking from the Rebels here. 2-on-0 opportunity. And a nice save from Dorland as it was floating just underneath his arm. He cuts that off. Keeping a 9-2 game for the Rebels. 7:45 to go here in the second. Outlaws with it far side. Pass to Hobday. Went around him. Now Seth McKenzie with it. McKenzie had a lane but was cut off by Rogalski. Peterson. Now passing around. Finds McCallion. Passes off. Now to Lowe. Lowe with a fake shot to Baker. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Baker still has it. A little bit of pushing and shoving on the backside of it. Was knocked down was Hobday. No penalty coming up on the play. Maybe there is. There is. Referee did catch it. So Rebels are going to take a penalty here. The Outlaws are about to go on their second power play opportunity of the game. It's going to be 2 minutes slashing. Outlaws will need to make quick work of this power play with only 6:52 to go here in the second. You're down by 7. And over halfway through this game as Josh McCallion heading to the box, 2 minutes slashing. Kai Lee will be the one to start this back for the Outlaws. Looks like he'll be quarterbacking. Quick pass to Stewart, back to Lee. Pass across to Turner. Turner, low shot, pad save. And Lukoweski dives on it. Doesn't want any rebound there. Rebels short-handed in the zone. The Outlaws zone. Currently held by Miller Scrimshaw. Being covered by Sika. Hunter Sika trying to knock it loose. Scrimshaw doing a nice job retaining possession. Floater pass with 2 seconds to go. Tries to go off the backside of Dorland, who seemed to be a little nonchalant about the fact there was a Rebels player right behind the net. Could have turned bad there for them. Luckily, nothing. 6 to play. Stewart. To Long to Hobday. Back to Long. The shot. Easy save from Lukoweski. Far side, Fraser Barrett. Awarded with that 9th goal for the Rebels. A bit of a defensive breakdown from the Outlaws. Rebels score. Wow, I didn't even see that. Very much of that. Ethan Peterson going over the shoulder of Dorland on a quick pass. That goal from Peterson now puts him on hat trick watch as well. Weatherby coming over. Tell Dorland it's all right. 10-2 Rebels lead on that short-handed goal. That only the Rebels' 9th short-handed goal of the year. I say only, but not really. As with that 10th goal, Dorland getting the boot. As the Outlaws now putting in Jurka Zadrilsil. Zadrilsil was a huge main effort in that win over the Warriors last game. Still 34 seconds of penalty kill for the Rebels as they win the face-off 2-on-2. Running it in. A shot and a goal. Goal from number 27, Carter Albrecht. That's another shorthanded goal for the Rebels. Rebels' 10th shorthanded goal of the season. As Albrecht not wanting Zadrilsil to get comfortable. It is now an 11-2 lead for the Rebels. With that, the Rebels now lead all teams in the North for short-handed goals on the season with 10. Crude and Outlaws 9 apiece. Warriors at 6. The penalty coming up to the Outlaws. And Albrecht! Another short-handed goal! Albrecht, 2 quick shorties. And they're going to send a Rebels player to the box as well here. Don't know what they're exactly giving him. But that penalty is going to Ethan Peterson. As Delane Wedman's also in the box. Sounds like Wedman's getting a 5-minute cross-check, and Peterson's getting 2 for unsportsmanlike conduct. 5? Yep, that's exactly what's happening here. Wedman's getting 5 for a cross-check. Peterson getting 2 for unsportsmanlike. With 5:07 to play in the second. They're going to get everything sorted out here. Tell Peterson not very happy about that call. Outlaws bench trying to figure out why exactly they're getting 5. And the Outlaws making another goaltender change. Going back to Dorland. This is an interesting little turn of events. Zadrelsil in net for all of about a minute as they send Dorland back in. Apparently they are not very appreciative of Zadrelsil letting 2 shorties go in quick succession. And I mean, if I'm the Outlaws coaching staff, can't really blame them. So Outlaws are going to get first taste of it here. 4-on-3 action. As McCallion's penalty now expires, now back 4-on-4. Stewart, quick shot. Lukoweski makes the save. Almost into the roof. The Outlaws going to pick up the loose ball. Brought in by Goudreau. Goudreau gets a back shot. Blocked by the Rebels. And Rebels Miller Scrimshaw bringing it back in. Covered by Goudreau. Passes off to McCallion. McCallion over to Fodchuk. Fodchuk, quick shot. Looked like it bounced off the top of the crossbar. Gonna award it to the Rebels. As Goudreau drove McCallion hard into the boards. Fodchuk gains it back. Pass off to Baker. Baker trying to find McCallion. Dorland with it. Outlaws starting it behind their own net once again. It's Rogalski. Rogalski quick pass to Cohen Sutherland. Sutherland over to Turner. Turner getting some help from Long. Passes down low to Stewart. Stewart gets the goal through some traffic. Preston Stewart cuts that lead down to, well, cuts it down to 9. It is now a 12-3 lead for the Rebels. 21 seconds remain on this 4-on-4 before the Rebels get an extended 3-minute power play. No one came into the dot for the Outlaws, so the Rebels just awarded it. Rebels trying to back into him was Baker. Baker holds it, gets around his defender, gets a shot off and scores! That's a goal from Jackson Baker. 13-3 Rebels lead. That goal 4-on-4, not counting as a power play goal. As Ethan Peterson ready to get out of that box. Off the draw, it's going to be picked up by the Outlaws. Hobday, Ben Hobday. Oh, it goes in and we got a fight! As Lukoweski not appreciative of what happened there. As Hobday gets shoved into him, Lukoweski absolutely livid. They're going to throw Lukoweski out of this game. Hyping up his bench and the Rebels fans in the stands. Lukoweski getting all of the head pats from his teammates. They're going to throw him out for a period here. Hobday also going to head to the box after getting shoved in by a Rebels defender. Take a minute to sort this one out, I'm sure. As the Rebels' Bowen Carpenter getting his gear on, heading down into the net for the Rebels now. That was a very interesting turn of events, if I do say so myself. Bowen Carpenter has a period to warm up here. Referees having a good talk there with the captains. Ethan Peterson, and it looks like Preston Stewart is in there as well. Looks like an 8. Rebels bench absolutely fired up. Not like they needed much more firing up. You're up by 10. 3 minutes to go in the second. Absolutely running away with this game. Peterson signaling to his bench it's going to be 5-on-5. Trying to read the referee's lips here, see what he's saying. Okay, so they're giving Hobbs a 5-minute cross-check by the looks of it, and they're giving Hunter Lukoweski 5 minutes and a match penalty for fighting. So it is going to remain 5-on-5. Just telling our scorekeeper, don't put anything on the clock. We'll see what they're going to announce here. Even I'm curious to make sure that I know. Lukoweski. So yeah, 5 minutes cross-check there to Hobday. Never signaled anything for Lukoweski, but I did hear him say match penalty. Rebels, while you're up by 10, I understand you're trying to make a point to the other teams in the league. Going into the playoffs, you're trying to make a point saying, we're not going to back down. We're here to fight. We want to head to Larry Bishop. Larry Bishop going to be held right here in the Ken Nickel Regional Recreation Center at the start of August. The top teams, winners from each of the divisions, plus the Outlaws as the host team, all fighting it out to take home the Larry Bishop Memorial Cup. Still trying to get the scoreboard figured out here. And we appreciate you tuning in all season long here on CROW LAX TV in what is only the first of many seasons to come for us. Your next game here for Junior B on CROW LAX TV is going to be Saturday, July 15th. 4 p.m., Outlaws visiting the Warriors. Your next game, period, here on CROW LAX TV is Senior B action between the Outlaws and the Rebels. I've got that call for you, that game, starting at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Indeed, they give Lukoweski a match penalty for fight, as Rebels have it now. Currently held at the top of the zone by Jackson Baker, waiting for reinforcements. Fodchuk and pass down low, back over to Fodchuk. Passing around the outside as the Rebels have 2:25 of power play time to go. Rebels pick it back up as the ball was knocked loose. Reed low. Passing it around. Back to Baker. Fodchuk to McCallion. McCallion with a shot and a save from Dorland. A quick pass up to Goudreau. Goudreau tried to find Lee. Didn't have any luck. McCallion has it. Pass to Lowe. Lowe to Baker. Fodchuk to Baker. Back to Lowe. Back to Fodchuk, who makes a quick one-time opportunity. A nice pad save from Dorland. Fresh 30. It's Baker. And it goes around to Fodchuk. Fodchuk, a quick shot. Goes high. 20 seconds. Baker shot. Save from Dorland. Loose ball. Didn't quite have a grasp on it, but picked up by a defender. Trying to go over to Rogalski. And Scrimshaw picks up the loose ball. Scrimshaw, far side boards. To Lowe. McCallion now. To Fodchuk. Back to McCallion. Back to Fodchuk. Fodchuk. Behind the back to Kalik Simonson. Low shot save from Dorland. Simonson back with it. Behind the net now. And a quick one-time opportunity shot from Seth McKenzie. No good. McKenzie driven hard into the boards. Ball loose. 2 Rebels on 1 Outlaw. Over and back. That's awarded Rebels. .35 seconds remaining. As Simonson and McKenzie just a little too high. He had a nice open corner there. And bounces it off the top of the crossbar. Outlaws bring it in quickly. Stewart behind the back shot. Save by Bowen Carpenter. McCallion trying to make a quick pass up to Peterson. Hits the roof, 9.9 to go. Outlaws going to kill as much time as they can. Maybe make one final play. It looks like they're going to try to. Pass no good. Time expires in the second. 40 minutes of play completed here inside the Ken Nickel. Rebels leading 13-3. 20 minutes to go. Anything can happen. 10 minutes away from the third. You're watching CROW LAX TV. Welcome back inside the Ken Nickel Regional Recreation Center as we get set for third period action here between the Outlaws and the Rebels. Rebels currently leading 13-3 coming into the third period. Also had a strong third period shorthanded of 3 shorthanded goals. Something you see every day, to say the least. Opening face-off of the third. Rebels are going to come away with it. Way into Baker's stick. Baker has an open lane. Was cut off there by Lane Wedman. Rebels trying to push it in, and a shot off from Ethan Peterson as he's falling goes off the top of the net. Outlaws pick up the rebound. Wedman bouncing past Peyton Cook. Cook being covered right now by Eastwood. Gets a pass off to Turner, goes wide of his stick, now picked up by Eastwood. Eastwood, a quick pass to McKenzie, doesn't find the back of his stick. So McKenzie covered in the corner by Rogalski, gets around him, gets a shot off, and a save from Dorland. Stick knocked out of the hands of Eastwood as a loose ball right now. Kai Ellis wearing number 22. Guess Hildebrand was a scratch today, the normal 22 for the Outlaws. Rebels working it around the outside. A shot off from Fodchuk, saved by Dorland. Brett Murray. Murray over to Long. Long slowly bringing it through the center, covered by Renault. Gets around him. Gets a shot off. Bouncing, and no goal. Around. Now on the far side is Albrecht. Albrecht with 2 shorthanded goals. He is on hat trick watch as well. Simonson holding it. Making a pass to Lowe. Made a pass down low. Gets it back. It was knocked loose. Outlaw's going to pick it up. Preston Stewart. Through the middle. Stewart covered by Longmire. A quick pass in play. And Nestor tried to go short side on Carpenter. Another shot from Stewart, bounces high. Kyle Lee with it. Lee to Sika. Sika, shot blocked. Picked it back up, gets it back over to Lee, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Nestor with a shot and his stick breaks mid-shot. Unfortunate timing for him. Comes back to the bench, he's like, what happened there? Rebels. Baker on the far side boards. Covered by Sutherland. Ball loose in the close corner. 2-on-2. Picked up by Peyton Cook. Cook now running it down the far side boards left to right. Drop pass for Sika. Sika waiting for Stewart to come on before making any plays. Passes to Stewart, goes back to Sika. Sika with a shot high and into the roof. They're pushing and shoving between Sika and Riley Lewis. Settles down before anything happens. A little bit of chirping as Sika's on his way back to the bench. Cutler has it 2-on-2. Getting a shot off. And an amazing save from Bowen Carpenter on Weatherby. And knocked down by Scrimshaw. Scrimshaw feels that he flopped a little bit there. What that is, Weatherby. Scrimshaw arguing his case on the way to the box. It'll take 2 minutes for high sticking. So the Outlaws now getting their third power play opportunity of the game. 0 for 2 so far. And Hobday going to get it started for the Outlaws. Passing around the outside as the Outlaws. Pass into the middle for Turner. Didn't find him. Found Kai Lee. Lee's shot goes wide. Rebels pick it up. Gonna be a 2-on-1 short-handed opportunity as Barrett brings it in. Barrett with a shot and pad save by Dorland. Slowly working it in. Preston Stewart to Hobday. Back to Stewart. Hobday, Turner. Turner shot. Save. Rebound comes back out. Turner gets a second chance opportunity. Carpenter makes another save. Ball gets knocked loose out of Albrecht's stick. 4 minutes to go. Sorry, that was a 5-minute power play opportunity, not just 2 minutes. So it's an extended power play here for the Outlaws. See how much they can get here on it. Rebels have it shorthanded, make a shorthanded shot as Nolan Eastwood looking for his third of the game. Eastwood's all over Dorland. And they're going to award the ball back to the Rebels. Didn't quite see why. Could have been a violation on the change there. Too many players. It's the Rebels being held by Seth McKenzie at the top of the zone. Being covered by Goudreau. McKenzie looks to make a play. Finds a wide open lane. Behind the back shot. Driven hard into the boards, but a save by Dorland. Picked up by Goudreau. Stops up just inside the zone to make a change off. Passes to Lee. Lee to Hobday. Hobday weighing his options to Long. Back to Hobday. To Lee. Passes back. Finds his way back to Long. Tried to make a pass over to Stewart. As Hobday gets driven into the boards, they're going to award it to the Outlaws. Stewart to Long. Behind the back pass to Hobday. Back to Long to Hobday. Tries to go to Lee. Lee finds it. Quick pass to Hobday, who makes a shot and a shoulder save from Bowen Carpenter. Carpenter looks quite settled in since coming on in relief of Lukoweski after Lukoweski takes a match penalty for fighting in the dying minutes of the second. Long, 10 seconds on the shot clock, 2:05 to go on this power play opportunity. 4 seconds. Hobday gets a shot. The save from Carpenter. Carpenter passing it through the middle for Peterson. Peterson was covered by two guys, but comes out with it. Peterson, covered by Weatherby on the far side. Pass down low. Reed low with it. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Tries to make a bouncing shot. To no avail. Knocked down was Weatherby. And they're going to send Reed low off 2 minutes. 2 minutes for roughing. So it's going to be a minute 25, 5-on-3 for the Outlaws, as they're calling for a quick mop-up. So a minute 25 of 5-on-3, and it will be a short 35-second 5-on-4 power play after that. Once again, thank you for tuning in today to CROW LAX TV. My name is Keenan, bringing you today's action. If you're not subscribed already, make sure to subscribe for more lacrosse action. It doesn't end this week, even though the regular season does. We'll have all the playoffs for you. And after that, we'll have all the Larry Bishop as well. Also have the Senior B playoffs. This only being the first season for us, so we appreciate it. Already over 500 strong. Trying to figure out exactly what's going on here. There's a bit of a delay for some reason, and I don't know what they're looking for exactly. They're trying to get the penalty on the board is exactly what they're doing. For some reason, they have the penalty 2 minutes and 22-second penalty. Something seems a little bit off about that, but I'm going to try and get that penalty sorted back out here. So 2 games remaining for almost all the teams after today, except the Warriors. We have 3 Warriors heading down to Okotoks tomorrow to face the Marauders. After that, all the games remaining left on the 15th and 16th. Next weekend. On the 15th, got the CROW at the Rebels. And the Warriors at the Warriors home to the Outlaws. The 16th, CROW visiting the Warriors. And the Rebels have the Outlaws coming to town. Rebels have it on the far side boards, 2-on-1 covered. There's 5-on-3, short-handed right now for the Rebels. Knocked down with Simonson. Going to be a 3-on-2 opportunity. But Ty Cook decides to stay back, letting the Rebels reset. Still 38 seconds, 5-on-3 time remaining. Outlaws moving it around the outside. Cut pass there as it tries to go over to Lee. Simonson picks it up. Far side corner. Lee knocked down. And on the off-ball violation, they are going to award it to the Outlaws. 20 seconds left of 5-on-3. Outlaws working it around the outside. Sika, Hobday, Lee. And Nestor can't find the back of the net on a tic-tac-toe opportunity. Now picked up by Riley Longmire. Longmire trying to bring it in, covered by 2 Outlaws players. So we're now 5-on-4. The short 35-second power play opportunity for the Outlaws. Sika, far side. Get some help from Stewart. To Lee. Lead back to Stewart. Stewart covered by Fraser Barrett. And a pass cut by the Rebels as it's now back to 5-on-5. Rebels killing off a full 5 minutes and change of short-handed time. The pass, Dorland, easy save. 10 minutes to go in the third. 13-3, Rebels still lead. No goals yet here in the third. Reed low with it. Up to Peterson. Peterson back to low. And they're going to award it to the Outlaws. A bit of an... Outlaws moving it in. Pass to Long. Long, covered by Eastwood. Drops back around. The Hobday. Hobday. Passing it over, far side. Turner with a shot going wide. Sika trying to pick it up. Eastwood's all over it. Zorniak is going to pick it up after the shot clock expires. Bouncing pass to Barrett. Barrett, far side, waits for the change to finish. So he can go for his own. Kalix Simonson. And a quick shot there from Jackson Baker. No good. Loose ball. Simonson tried to go for it. Couldn't find the loose ball. Another shot from Baker. Save from Dorland. Justice Cutler now makes a shot that goes wide. Albrecht picks it up. And it looks like Rebels are taking another penalty. 75 Kalix Simonson taking a penalty. Outlaws going to get another power play. Their 5th one of the game now. $8:29 to play. Outlaws down by 10. 13-3 Rebels lead. Outlaws passing it around the outside of the circle. Turner, Hobday, Lee, Hobday. Trying to go kind of behind the net to no avail. As Zorniak slips the defender, but Stewart ends up coming and knocking it loose. Hobday. Simonson took 2 for unsportsmanlike conduct there. Still a minute 15 of power play time remaining. And they're going to call another penalty on the Rebels now. It's going to be another 5-on-3. They're calling 2-minute slashing on Alex Zorniak. So it's going to be a 5-on-3 opportunity for a minute 15. Once again, Outlaws going to try and make some work of it. Didn't have any luck on their first one. Hobday, Lee, Hobday. Cutler, nope. Doesn't hit Cutler's stick. Sorry, not Cutler. That was Nestor. Nestor was hit across the wrist, it looks like, as he's holding it coming back to the bench. Don't know exactly what happened there. I think he might have gotten a bit of a slash. Referee didn't see it. Lee. Sika. Sika. Shot and scores. Hunter Sika. Power play goal. On the 5-on-3. Still another minute 23 of power play time to work with. On that slash to Zorniak. $13-4 now, the Rebels lead. Good news is Nestor is back on the bench now after getting checked out. Pushing and shoving there. Peterson and Cole Cameron. Nothing's going to come of it. Stewart tried to go to Cameron, missed Cameron's stick. Sika tried to jump up to get it. Couldn't find it. It's going to be a 2-on-1 opportunity here for the Rebels. And looks like Sika's going to take 2 here. As Sika trash-talking Peterson. They're going to throw out Sika. Two minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct plus a 10-minute misconduct for Hunter Sika. Let's see who serves that 2 minutes for him. It's going to be number 91, Cole Cameron, that's going to serve it. So 53 seconds of 4-on-4. The Rebels are going to have a short power play opportunity. McCallion. Fodchuk. Top for Peterson. Back to low, sorry. Now it's Fodchuk. Fodchuk cuts in. Shot off the shoulder of Dorland. McCallion to low. Low. Cutting up high. Low shot goes wide. A second chance opportunity from Fodchuk, saved by Dorland. Now run up by the Outlaws. Turner. Shot and scores! Turner, a 4-on-4 goal. 13-5. Outlaws slowly chipping away at that lead, but with only 6 minutes left in the game, you got to wonder if it's a little too late for the Outlaws. Knocked down was Lane Wedman. Afterwards, Eastwood did put it in the net, but no goal. Peyton Cook. Cook passes over to Hobday. Rebels penalty expires. Rebels now have their third power play of the game. It was only a short 1 minute, 6 seconds. But it's power play nonetheless. Stewart holds it. Lee knocks him down. They're going to award, let's say, unnecessary roughing. And award the ball over to the Rebels. Jackson Baker. Baker let the change go. 35 seconds left. A bit of pushing and shoving in the far corner. That's Peterson and Ty Cook. They're still chirping each other. Referee's right there. He might give them a penalty each. Peterson's doing a very good job of drawing these unsportsmanlike penalties. Some might say he should answer for his crimes, but he has not had to yet. Long to Turner. Cross to Lee. Lee has Cameron and Hobday with him now, as the penalty expires. Lee tried to go for a last-minute shot, but Ben Renault was in the way. And Renault picks up 4 minutes, 17 seconds to go in the game. 8-goal lead for the Rebels, 13-5. Knocked down was Baker, and there's going to be a penalty coming up to the Outlaws for high sticking, I believe. Might be cross-check. There's 6-on-5 right now on the delayed penalty to the Outlaws. Rebels around the back of the net now. Finally touched up by the Outlaws. Let's see exactly what the penalty is here. Looks like that penalty is going to go to Ty Cook. Could be 5-minute high stick. That's going to be a remainder of the game penalty. Ty Cook sits for 5. Well, really only 3:52 because that's what's left in the game. Jackson Baker to McCallion. Down low, back to McCallion. Passing it around the outside. Peterson low. Baker. Going tic-tac-toe back and forth right now. Low. Fakes a shot. McCallion. The low. And Low makes a shot that goes wide. To be awarded Outlaws ball. Picked up by Cutler. Cutler bringing it in. Cut off. Still makes a shot. Running into Carpenter. Carpenter does not have the same reaction as Luke Oweski to getting to being hit. Josh Fodchuk has it here. Fodchuk fake pass. 3 minutes to go in this game. And Outlaws. It's going to be a penalty for too many men on the floor to the Outlaws. Don't know what the Outlaws bench was thinking there, but bit of an interesting play, to say the least. To be 2 minutes, too many men on the floor. Bench penalty to the Outlaws. See who's going to serve it. Looks like it's going to be Captain Ben Hobday. Going to serve that for the Outlaws. 2:56 in the game. It's going to be 5-on-3 for either 2 minutes or until the Rebels score. Rebels working it around the outside. Shot and scores. Peterson making quick work of it. Ethan Peterson. That is his hat trick goal as well. First player today to get a hat trick with 19 combined goals between the two teams. There's going to be a mop-up needed over in the Rebels crease. Took all of 10 seconds for that goal. Hobday still sitting in the box. Little confused on that, but it is going to be, I believe, 5-on-4, I would think. I think it's safe to say with 2:46 to go, Rebels going to take this home. Be 14-4-0. Warriors and Marauders tomorrow is going to be an interesting game. We'll tie them in points if the Warriors lose that game to the Marauders tomorrow. I'm mistaken. It is still 5-on-3. Rebels working it around the outside. And a quick shot there from Carter Albrecht. There's a penalty now coming up to the Rebels as Albrecht trips up Peyton Cook. Stewart bringing it in, gets through a lot of defenders. Shot and scores. No goal, though. They're saying no goal. I don't quite understand why there. They're saying no goal for too many players on the floor, but it was a delayed penalty. Outlaws, I don't think are going to be very happy with that. See if they call it a goal. Still playing the goal song here in the arena. I don't think so. accurate stats you'll be able to find over on RMLL website, as it seems there was a miscommunication somewhere. But 14-6 your final score. Rebels now 14-4-0 on the season. Outlaws 6-12-0. That's going to do it from here inside the Ken Nickel Regional Recreation Center. My name is Keenan. Remember, next Junior B action is going to be Saturday, July 15th, 4 p.m. The Beaumont Outlaws visiting the Edmonton Warriors. Next game on CROW LAX TV coming up in about 30 minutes. That is going to be the Senior B Outlaws and the Senior B Rebels. I've got the action for you there. Pleasure was all mine. Thank you for tuning in.